even get to cross.
Hey guys, Zazo here. Welcome to my channel, and if you want to add Zazo2 on your friends list, you can go to Facebook, Zazo Gaming. Add me there, I'll add you, and boom, on the list. And checking out Hedgehog, almost up at that 4900s. I don't know. It might be time for me to push again. What do you think? Also, if you guys want to check me out over on Instagram at Zazo Gaming, same thing. Check me out there on Zazo Gaming. And looking at some of my attacks today, this was a great one. My bad. I had donation troops. As I try and say, sometimes it's nice to just keep, you know, one EQ, one golem cooked in my back army on the back end of it. That way I can have that free space to use when I come on. And usually there's a request sitting there that's been fairly fresh, so I'll try and fill it. In this circumstance, I hit next. Or I basically hit attack, and and this is what pops up, and I'm like, oh man, there's no way I'm gonna 3-star it. Now if I had Lavalunian, oh, I would have 3-starred this base all day. But the only problem is, of course, you have to look at things in general, or as, you know, in more of a larger scale, and these bases are not gonna come along every day. Well, they might come along every day, I guess, but they're not gonna come along that common and that often. You basically are better off to go with a strat that's stronger for, you know, the 50% or maybe the 2-star, but carrying that 3-star raid, hoping to find the lower weak bases, that's not really, I don't think, the style to go with. So I do regret I didn't have Lavalunian made, but what are you going to do? And possibly, depending, if I had you know, 3 more baby dragons, and I might have been able to have come across from the top as well, gotten down to that archer, or down to that air defense, maybe would have 3-starred it. But yeah, that's what happens. I swear, if you want to find a large whale, all you have to do, just cook yourself 1 archer and hit next, and sure enough, the greatest base in the world is going to pop up. 31 cups. Aye! And over on Zazo 3, pushing it back up a little bit, actually almost in Titans 2. It's hardly even pushing it, more or less farming it. And as you farm, you go up. So it's not very hard as a Town Hall 11 to get to that 5k. You don't even have to take the, you know, fully max bases. You can find rush bases, weak bases, dead bases. You will find, obviously, some max whales. Go for them as well, especially if you've got a max combo going on. You shouldn't really have too much fear of failing. Just do it right. Which, yeah, that's easy to say now. And I don't know how everyone's doing, but I'm doing pretty good. It's been a little bit busy at work. As I've told some of you might know, some of you might see from stream, we are in calving season. Some don't understand what calving season is, but that's basically when all the cows go into labor and have their babies. It's within pretty much a 45-day to 60-day window, and all of your cows are calved. So if that's, you know, whatever your numbers are, which we have about, I'm not even sure what the exact numbers are, but in the hundreds, it's a lot going on at once. Sometimes they have trouble, so sometimes you got to help them out. Of course, you got to be checking on them constantly, because when they get into trouble, you have to be able to be there to help them out of that trouble quickly. So, yes, that's been keeping me quite busy. Haven't been getting up very many videos. Going to, famously, as I always do, going to try and get up some more videos. I'd like to get up more. It doesn't always happen, but thanks everyone who does watch me anyways, and checks in from time to time. I do try and make these videos for you guys, so thanks for those who still hang in there and check them out. I love all of you. And this base, Zazo 2 finding it, going down quite quickly. Just that 1 air defense and very low level, so not too much trouble there. And 16 cups, I was pretty happy. Another Zazo 2 find, and added this one to my friends list just because I felt nice. With that one air defense down, Town Hall's kind of up in the center. Basically what we'll do is we'll take out those sides. You want to get right up into those both camps. And then that should mainly target your dragons into that center. You'll get that Town Hall, get out of there. And not going to 3-star it, of course. Pulling the CC, and oh, my dragon didn't even get to take anything down there. Uh-oh. And clearing it up with those, you know, we're going to hold back one dragon just to make sure we're going to get enough percentage. And we know we're going to get enough now. We're going to throw that last one out there. Last thing you'd want to do is send in all of your dragons and then basically end up at a 49%. You could have had one left, pick something off easy off the outside. So that's kind of what I was thinking of there. And back over on Zazo 3, finding another weak Town Hall 11. And I love finding square bases. If you can just knock the couple edges off the outside, everything goes in really hard to the center. And then it'll fan out from there, back out the backside, clearing it. It's kind of how I do these ones. A lot of other bases, I'll take two sides, you know, come in from this side, come in from this side. But quite often from the square, I'll just go mainly from one side. As you can see, everything kind of goes into the center there quickly, comes back out the other side, and shouldn't be too much trouble, except for that pesky queen down there. Man, that queen is doing some damage. And I think this was the replay, actually, where I thought, you know, it kind of surprises me. I used to think that loons, after they took out all of the defense, so there's one defense left there, why aren't they targeting that king or that queen? They used to do that. I'm pretty sure they still do from time to time, but where they just were, I'm surprised that they didn't try and target her, but maybe it was for the better. We've got all those minions and a few lava pups coming in from the backside there. They're going to take down that queen. Everything else should go down for the 3 stars. And definitely with the loot bonus, enough loot to cover, not only cover our raid, but actually gain some past that. So I know if I use all dragons on Zazo 3, that doesn't happen. And finding another weakened base. See, I love finding weak bases. You don't have to take the hardest bases to push. You just have to have a little bit of patience. And sometimes it's not even that much patience. Like, we're in Titans 3 right now. There really is no patience. Bases like this come up all the time. Not necessarily for high offers, but in some circumstances when they do, you're very happy. So, and not having too much difficulty, basically ripping through that base like a speed maniac. And yeah, you know, I don't know, I've been actually thinking, I do get motivated, and I do want to push my 7 again. Hedge getting up there quick, almost making me think, well, maybe I should give it one last attempt. I don't have to be the first at it. That is definitely not my goal, to be the first Town Hall 7 Legends. I'd like to be, that'd be cool, but I think just in general that would be a nice spot to end my Zazo 2's careers, with having that Legends badge. Of course, you know what's going to happen. When they come out with Town Hall 12s, I'm telling you right now, they are going to come out with new leagues at some point in time. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be with the 12s, before the 12s, but that will be a new set, will be up to 6K. So of course what happens then is they will just say, okay, well, when is the, when is the first Town Hall 7 Legends 2? And when's the first Town Hall 7 Legends 1 going to happen? And then it'll be like, when's the first Town Hall 7 Ultra Legends, or whatever the new league's going to be called. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. Records are always meant to be broken. I once fought the wall at 4K, I fought the wall at, 41s, 42s, 43s, 44s, 45s, so I've seen them. The walls do come down. Sometimes they just take a little bit of time and persistence, and you can do it. So I might give it one last shot here, one last go, see what I can do with Zazo 2, see where we can bring it, and that PB up there with the Legends badge. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. General.